Hi guys, today I'm doing a review video and I'm doing a review video on what was a request, and this is the Makeup Revolution Awesome Eyeshadow Collection, and this is a palette that contains 100 eyeshadows, a combination of nudes and colours, shimmers and mattes, etc. So first of all I'm going to talk about packaging. Packaging is pretty basic. It feels quite cheap, but this retails for like £12 I think, so you know, you're not going to expect too much from it. So I'm going to open this up. It opens up this much and it has this mirror in here. I don't get any use out of this mirror. I find it a bit pointless. I feel like I'm going to break this holding it. Then it came with two foam applicator things in here, but no one uses them, so I got rid. And this is what the palette looks like. So hope these colours are showing up okay. So this is what the eyeshadows look like in the palette. So you have all the nudes over this side, then it goes to more cooler tone sort of things, purples and greys, and then you get a bit more colour on this side, and eventually we end up with the greens. And I've used more of the nudes than I have of the colour, which I always will because I am a nude girl. Nude girl, that sounds really weird. I like my neutrals and nudes and stuff like that over colours. Now onto eyeshadows. Obviously for £12 you get quite a lot of eyeshadows in here and a lot of variety with colour, and I like that they do different finishes in here, that they're not all shimmers. I like that they're not all mattes either. I like that, although this does create a variation in pigmentation. I think this is just the fact that they are cheaper eyeshadows. They are obviously drugstore. I think this brand is available in Superdrug only. Not sure. I don't think they're available in Boots, but they are available from their website, which I will link down below for you guys if you want to just check them out. For a company that's only been around just over a year, I think they shared their 1-year birthday like about a couple of weeks ago. I think they do really well with what they bring out. They're really kind of on the ball with things, and they do seem to be coming out with at least, I don't know whether quality-wise they're dupes or colour payoff they're dupes, but they do come out with a lot of packaged dupe-like products of higher brands, Lorac, Urban Decay, Too Faced, so it's definitely worth having a look if you want to try some cheaper but still nicely packaged and kind of that idea. Onto this anyway. The nudes, I really quite like them. I'm actually wearing this colour all over my lid today. I don't know if you guys can see that. And my hair is like in the palette. Like I say, I haven't got too much use out of the colours yet because I did get this in December over Halloween. Oh, this is hurting my hand. During Halloween though, I'm pretty sure I can get quite a bit of wear out of some of these other colours because Halloween is always a time for fun makeup, isn't it just? So yeah, I have swatched some of these and had a little play around with them though, and to be honest, some of the more brighter colours aren't that pigmented as the neutrals and the nudes. I also found that the shimmers are more pigmented than the mattes. This isn't always the case with the neutrals, but I find with some of these ones, the coloured ones, it is. I mean this, the colour payoff, if you get good colour payoff from this, you are doing very well because this is a very kind of pastel-y colour. And I don't know, that one doesn't show up too bad. I think these are eyeshadows that I would prefer to use with an eye primer as well. I've used them without an eye primer and I feel like they don't really last very long. They last like probably about 5 hours at the most, but they do kind of crease a bit in the eyelid and stuff like that. You do get a lot better wear out of them if you wear a eye primer, but that's the case with most eyeshadows. But I find with like some of my more higher end eyeshadows, like my Urban Decay ones, that I can wear them without having to wear an eye primer, whereas these, I feel if you want to get all day wear out of them or some decent wear without creasing, you will have to use an eye primer. But I think that's just drugstore cheaper eyeshadows as a whole. I think this is a great kind of option if you want to play around with colours, like if you're younger and you don't really want to splurge on limited coloured palettes, if you want something that's a nice mix, because this is definitely a good mix of different colours. I ordered mine online. I'm not sure how available it is in stores and on their displays, but I ordered mine online and a few of them have come and been a little bit crumbly. There's a black one here that's kind of looks like it could fall out the pan. But other than that, I do say that it has come in pretty decent condition and none of the eyeshadows came broken or anything like that, because that's always my worry ordering online. I don't really know what else to say. It does what it says on the tin, it does what you expect it to do for what it is. That's basically what I have to say about it. It's not great, it's not crap, it's kind of in the middle. For drugstore, I'd say it's good, and it's good value for money for what you get and how many colours you get. But it wouldn't necessarily tear me away from my higher end palettes that I use on an everyday basis. If you see what I'm saying, I do actively try and use this because I know that it's a nice option. There are a lot of great kind of transition matte colours in here in the nude section. Yeah, it is a good palette if you are looking for a cheap palette that kind of does everything. I would say this is a good one to try. The only thing I will say when it comes to using a crease brush, these eyeshadows can be a little bit kind of, not crumbly, but like soft. Like when I dip my crease brush in, it kind of cuts them up quite a bit. But they are really soft eyeshadows, which is really nice for a drugstore eyeshadow. So it's kind of like they're that little bit too soft sometimes. I don't know. But they are nice. They do blend nice as well. They're quite easy to blend, which is also good because obviously cheaper eyeshadows, sometimes they just kind of sit where you put them and they just won't blend. But these do blend. They are a good option, and there's probably more like neutrals in here than you get in most neutral palettes. So it's probably definitely worth a go. I haven't tried these wet, but I'm pretty sure some of the shimmer ones are so shimmery anyway. They'd probably look so crazy intense if you use them wet, or just wet your brush with MAC Fix Plus, something like that. It'd look great. Pretty sure they can be used like that. So you've got so many options here, but that said, there aren't any that are kind of like unwearable colours either, if you know what I mean. Like by colourful, they're not like unwearable colourful. Like you could get away with probably wearing these even if you just wore that kind of like underneath your eye, or that underneath your eye, or something like that. You could probably get away with wearing all of these colours and not being like someone being like, oh, someone just went a little bit crazy, didn't they? But yeah, so it is a good palette. I don't regret purchasing it at all. I don't get the wear out of it that I should. I don't use it as much as I should. I'm actively trying to reach for it more. Like I used it today for one of the colours, and the colour looks really, really nice, I think, and I do like it. So Makeup Revolution are quite a good brand. I feel like their pricing is on par with Makeup Academy, MUA, and I feel like their products are actually slightly better from what I have tried from the two brands. I'm not saying that goes with everything, but from what I've tried. Yeah, this is a good palette. I'd say if you have £12 to spend on a palette like this, why not? It's not going to break the bank, but you will get a lot of wear out of it, and you can do so many colour combinations with this because there are just so many different colours. So yeah, you've got colour for everything, and like I said, I love the option of matte and shimmer shades. So you've got a lot of transition colours and nice things like that in here, highlight colours, etc. It's good. It's just the quality doesn't always tear me away from my longer wearing, more high-end, better quality eyeshadows, just due to the nature of how I wear my makeup. And I tend to either wear no makeup, or I tend to wear makeup for a very long period of time throughout like when I have a really long day. So I find that stuff like this I don't reach for so much, but I think that with an eye primer I don't see why this can't work just as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of waffly, I kind of didn't really plan what I was going to say, because it's just, it's one of those palettes where I feel just kind of like, I like it, but it doesn't wow me, so I find it quite hard to actually like, really like get my opinion across about it, because I just feel kind of neutral about it. I get it, neutral, but I just kind of feel like it's good, I like it when I use it, but I just don't really reach for it much, so it's a bit of a funny one really, but I do actually like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review on it and it wasn't too waffly or horrible. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you all soon. Bye.